Yo, what the fuck is happening? Some real talk time. I'm gonna talk about slaying some dragons. Now, before you turn around and say, listen, what the hell, like, are we playing Dungeons and fucking Dragons here? Or are we playing Skyrim here? Only real ones will get that, anybody that plays Skyrim. No. The type of dragons I'm talking about are more the dragons that every person faces throughout their life. And that actual phrase, in the context of that phrase, is something that comes from the work of a guy called Joseph Campbell. I would highly recommend anyone, man or woman, get his book, A Hero with a Thousand Faces. There's certain books out there that will change your life and change your perspective on life, and that is definitely one that I would put up there in that list of life-altering, perspective-changing books. So I'm not really going to get into much about what Joseph Campbell's philosophy is and like the notions he put across, because again, the attention span of many people these days is not enough to warrant that. I could do like a 2-hour fucking podcast on it, but this video is going to be short and to the point. So Joseph Campbell talks about the hero's journey. Everybody's on their own hero's journey. It is basically your journey in life. And it isn't just the men, it's women as well. So heroes, heroines, whatever. So throughout life we will face different dragons. Now dragons, if anybody maybe hasn't trigged on to what I mean by that now, is dragons or challenges or adversity, tough times that can come in all sorts of shapes and sizes as well, and they will challenge you in different ways. Challenge you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. Some may even challenge you in all those domains. So when it comes to facing the dragons in your life and slaying the dragons in your life, regardless of who you are, there's two swords, so to speak, two metaphorical swords that you can arm yourself to slay these dragons. Now, the first sword, whenever you face whatever dragon it is simply no. The word no, knowing when to use no, and knowing the value of saying no when it needs to be said. It doesn't mean you go around saying no to everyone, but it means that you see the value of saying no, and also the value of knowing the right time, right place, and with the right people to say yes to. Because if you say yes to someone and inside you're saying no to yourself, how is that really serving you? You know, and what I say to so many people as well is, oftentimes whenever you say yes to someone, whether it's a request for something or whether it's to go out and do X, Y, and Z, even though you probably shouldn't be doing that, you know, maybe if you're a student who's studying for exams, whatever, I know that really doesn't apply in the current situation, but you know, in future, if you are somebody who has something important to do, maybe the next day, and says yes to friends, but really at the same time you're saying no to yourself, because you know deep down you shouldn't be doing that, because it doesn't serve you, it doesn't move you forward in life, and that can be applied to so many different things as well. A dragon, for instance, could be working a job you hate, and you know you hate it and you resent it and you want to get out of it, but you continue just to get by. You're afraid of taking that chance, taking that risk of leaving that job, leaving it in the dust, leaving it behind, and striving towards something that you know you will love and you know will bring you fulfillment. But of course that is difficult because it's risk. It's risk. There's so much risk involved in that. But again, by you continuing to work and say yes to your employers every time you go to work, you're saying no to yourself. And in the long run, that will not serve you. In the long run, you will feel probably a profound sense of dissatisfaction, unfulfillment, and even maybe unhappiness. Other forms of dragons could be relationships with people you know, partners, people, even your family. If you're somebody, I'm only using this as an example, a dragon could literally be someone like your father, It could be your mother. You know, as horrible as that is to say, but listen, for a whole variety of reasons, maybe they just aren't the best person to be around. Maybe they weren't the best parent. Again, I'm not going to get too much into this because things like this can get personal, but it's just setting the example of what a dragon can be. A dragon, like I said, can encompass so many things. It can encompass the smallest of challenges and the biggest of challenges. It can encompass challenges that can threaten your very well-being in life. It can be cancer, it can be heart disease, you know, health problems. Dealing with depression, of course, probably one of the biggest, baddest of dragons that people may face in life. So, the second sword that I would say people should arm themselves with when it comes to facing dragons in life is I will. I will. And I repeated that because it's important. Exercising your will is so important in life. Saying that I will do this, I will do X, Y, and Z, I will overcome this challenge, I will overcome this adversity, I will grow as a person, I will adopt a growth-minded approach to life. I will adopt a growth mindset rather than a fixed mindset. I will set goals for myself, I will set dreams for myself, I will provide for my family. All these important things, all sort of buttressed with that first two words, I will. Exercising willpower, using your willpower, and I will throughout your life. Whatever circumstances you face in life, whatever challenges you face in life, your will always be with you, no matter what. That is the one thing that nothing can be. That is the one thing that can't be taken away from you, is your will and your ability to exercise your will for whatever direction you go in life. It's so important, no matter what philosophical perspective you take as well, because some people say, it's all determined. Nobody has free will. I kind of disagree. And again, that's another topic for another day. But listen, everybody has willpower, and it can be cultivated, it can be developed, it can be grown. And I will is so important. Those two words, I will, so important when it comes to facing any challenge, any adversity, any obstacles. The obstacle is the way. There is no other way but the obstacle, and that there is no other way but the obstacle, and bursting past it, conquering it, slaying it, and going back to what I said at the start, slaying that dragon. Because if you don't slay that dragon, it will grow bigger, it will grow badder, and it will eventually, worst case scenario, take your life, or in varying ways it can really be detrimental to you, and in so many ways when it comes to your life. So slay those dragons, people. I've slayed dragons in my life. I will face even bigger dragons in life. I know I will. And it's just about having your weapons at your disposal. And listen, again, anybody who's watching this, they might be watching this thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? And it goes over their head. But if you've made it this far in the video, there's a good chance that you do resonate with what I'm saying. So, arm yourself to face your dragons, to slay your dragons. Because when you arm yourself, you can conquer anything. When you develop that mentality of saying no when it matters and saying yes when it matters, that's important. And when you develop that mentality of saying I will, no matter what the circumstances, no matter what the obstacles, no matter what the adversity, no matter what the challenges, I will succeed, I will persevere, I will achieve, I will grow. So important. Thanks for watching. Hope it's been informative. Hope you've learned something. Appreciate it, love you all.